I've spent hours researching the largest gemstones ever discovered, and what I found absolutely blew my mind. We're talking about jewels so massive they dwarf anything you've seen in a museum case. Today, I'm counting down 6 of these giants, and I promise you, by the end, you'll never look at jewelry the same way again. Let me start with the Star of India, a 563-carat star sapphire that lives in New York's Natural History Museum. Now, a star sapphire isn't just any sapphire. It has tiny needle-like inclusions that create a 6-pointed star when light hits it. To put 563 carats in perspective, that's about the weight of 2 golf balls. Except this golf ball is worth millions and has survived heists and centuries of history. Next up is the Olympic Australis opal. And this one is basically a handheld rainbow. At roughly 17,000 carats, it was found in Coober Pedy, Australia, a town so hot that people literally live underground. Opals flash those mesmerizing colors because they're made of tiny silica spheres that diffract light, splitting it into a spectrum. If the Star of India is 2 golf balls, the Olympic Australis is more like a small cantaloupe made of pure, shimmering light. Now let's talk emeralds with the Duke of Devonshire emerald, one of the largest cut emeralds at 1,384 carats. This Colombian beauty gets its deep green from traces of chromium in the crystal structure, the same element that makes rubies red. It's about the size of your palm, but it's not just big. It's flawless enough to have been a diplomatic gift. Then we get to something truly bizarre. The Sergio Black Diamond, weighing in at 3,167 carats of rough, uncut carbonado. What's wild is that black diamonds like Sergio might have formed in space from supernova shockwaves before landing on Earth. This particular giant ended up being used for industrial purposes. Imagine using a space rock to cut other rocks. Cullinan Diamond is where things get truly legendary. At 3,106 carats of rough gem-quality diamond, it's the largest ever found. Discovered in South Africa in 1905 by a mine superintendent who thought it was a prank at first. This single stone was cut into 9 major gems and 96 smaller brilliants. The largest piece became the Great Star of Africa, which now sits in the British Crown Jewels at 530 carats. What's remarkable is that geologists believe the Cullinan was just a fragment of a much larger crystal. That broke apart millions of years ago deep in the Earth's mantle. But if you want to talk about sheer mass, nothing beats the Bahia Emerald, a 341-kilogram cluster of emerald crystals embedded in rock. That's 752 pounds, or about the weight of 3 average adults, except it's all emerald and host rock from Brazil. This isn't a single-cut gem you could wear. It's essentially a geological specimen, a chunk of mountain that happens to be studded with massive emerald crystals. The Bahia has been at the center of one of the wildest ownership disputes in gemstone history, involving theft, fraud claims, and even a stint submerged during Hurricane Katrina. So what did we learn? The biggest jewels aren't always the most valuable, and sometimes the most fascinating stories come from the ones that are too big to ever wear. From star sapphires with cosmic patterns to diamonds that might be fragments of even larger crystals, these giants remind us that Earth, and maybe even space, still has secrets buried beneath the surface.